Hey everybody, welcome to the Triple Option. We are back. It's a post-Big Easy edition. Blocking the Bayou, laissez le bon temps brûler. The Trois Option is back, and Florida State has defeated the last true Cajun, Brian Kelly, in a game that will be talked about for millennia, for ages. It was a party on Bourbon Street. Every single Knoll that you know was there. Everybody in the country was watching. And guess what? Florida State did not rip your guts out as a fan. They did the job. They largely outplayed LSU, faced some adversity, some self-created. However, they came out on top and got a huge win at the beginning of the season to keep FSU nationally relevant for the first time in, I don't know, since like season 2 of Game of Thrones. It's been forever, but my God, it is awesome. It was beautiful. Kevin was there, and I cannot wait to dive into the film. Adam and Kevin, how are you guys doing?
Go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty great. I was at the game. It was a blast. Was there with my family. I thought that Florida State played exactly how they needed to, how they were kind of billed as before the season. In my mind, it just, they're a solid team without very many holes in them. But you lack the playmakers to really push that score to a 21 point victory like it seriously could have been. But yeah, I think that you got to be excited as a Florida State fan of kind of the trajectory of the program more so than just one win. You start to look at, all right, this team has improved. This is a better team than it was last year, and it was a better team than it was 2 years ago. So you got to like where the program's headed, and I think that makes me happy.
A complete performance, right? Like you said, maybe not the highest, like top-end talented team in Florida State's history, but a team that is complete and a team that can do so many more things on offense, defense, and special teams, my God, than they did last year. Adam, how do you feel about the performance?
I feel pretty swell.
Pretty swell.
I feel like Kev needs to have.
You're really holding it in a little bit. You're really pretty swell. What the hell is wrong with you? Like a 1950s milkman. Give me some energy, big papa.
I'm here for the party, but it's we're 2 days posts. I'm on to Louisville. Okay, got the Louisville film out, breaking it down, ready to rock and roll. Beat up on Scott Satterfield. I feel like Kev needs to have a T-shirt though, like I drank a hurricane and survived, or I drank a hand grenade and survived. That kind of deal. I'm a little disappointed he doesn't have.
I made it a few sips.
Nola paraphernalia.
The FBI shirt that you get at every like shop in New Orleans, like federal body inspector.
There
like,
yeah,
you need to have all the tourist garb. And Kev
I've been listening to all the analysis that's out there, though. All the pundits and all the national guys, all the local guys. I've been listening to all the analysis. There's a lot of stuff being said about that game. I'm excited to watch the film, see what's true and what's not.
That's right. Men lie, women lie. The film does not lie. And here on the Triple Option, it is the best, bar none, film-based analysis, and pretty much the only one that matters on the entire Florida State beat. So we thank all you guys that are watching us on YouTube. It's a completely unique experience straight from the minds of Kevin and Adam, presented by Knowles 247. So thank you for watching on YouTube. Subscribe to the X's and Knowles YouTube page and the Knowles 247 YouTube page. Hit all the in-season content. For all you guys that are listening, audio version on the bench, we thank you. Thank you very much. I know that sometimes this doesn't translate perfectly into the audio version, but it's a video-based kind of first product. So I would hope that if you enjoy what you're listening to in your car, you can use both your ear holes and your eye faces to see everything. Hop on the YouTube and check it out. But we appreciate every single thing. So jump on that, 5-star reviews, all that fun stuff. Boys, I think that covers all the housekeeping. I cannot wait to get into the film and just I hope I walk away as impressed as I was on Friday night. But we'll see, man. What a great night. My God, I was basking in it. That was a fun instant reaction, dude. We had a good time. Dogs were knocking out cords. Like it was absolutely it was pandemonium, man. It was fantastic.
It was worth every second.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Kickoff. Ugh. Yep, it started off fun right from the get-go.
And it was so odd because he was so good the game before.
Right,
we do not need to watch this kid kick the ball out of bounds.
But I think it's worth talking about for a second. What
Okay.
they want to do is they want to kick it in this little third of the field here, because it just helps them to. They want to kick it in that back left third of the field because it helps them with coverage, right? It kind of condenses the field in which the defense can return the football. And I think he was just a little nervous and he kicked it a little bit too far to the inside. But at a certain point, if you kick it too far to the middle, then all of your coverage, you can see everybody is on kind of the top half of the field here.
Sure.
If you kick it too far down here, then that might be a touchdown the other way. So I know people are upset that he's kicking it out of bounds, but in a strange way, it's almost better to do that than to sail it over here where there's an easy path.
Well, he's trying to drop it in that pocket there, and it forces the returner. And obviously, they're set up knowing where he's trying to drop it. If he were going to kick it down the middle, they would align differently. He's trying to drop it in that pocket in the corner there because it forces the returner to run hard to his right. And while he has a head of steam, he's got to come off of where he's lined up initially, and all the blocking's got to get over there. It messes up the timing for the wedge, for the blockers. It just, it seems to be what everybody's doing these days, kickoff wise.
Yeah, I'm fine with the strategy. I get it. Just execute it, man.
Yeah,
you're gonna do it. Just do it. Yeah,
he
but
did
no,
it great
you're right.
the game before. He did it great against Duquesne. I don't know what fell apart.
All right, so
this is what matters. Jared Verse kicking some ASS on the first.
What about the contain there though? Is that something on
I think
first
this
watch?
is on
I thought
Deloach.
he lost. Okay. Because he bullied Campbell on this. Man, Verse was so good all night, especially as the game kind of settled in. He was just a force.
I think it's easy to look that he's lost contain, right? He's kind of gone inside. But
sure.
I think you've got a spy here with Deloach.
You do, but I mean, you have a rush lane for a reason. I mean, he's got to.
Yeah, he did get too far inside.
Stay under control, keep that outside arm free.
Okay.
He believed in his speed a little bit too much to try to make up for this. I think he thought he could catch him.
Interesting though, but that was the strategy all night. Like just try to get upfield with the defensive backs, and
he would have caught him. I mean, watch Jared Verse run here.
Yeah, he's he's like the Terminator, right? He doesn't breathe like the T-1000, dude. That's fantastic. He's so athletic. But yeah, but that was the game plan, right? Kayshon Boutte was largely a spy on Jaden Daniels all night, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we'll see as they went on. There was actually not a spy for a significant portion of the game. It looked like they were just in cover 2 man for a good part of the game. So this was a weird play that I saw earlier, and AB might have an opinion on it. But you've got Fabian Levitt here, who's in a one technique. So he's on the inside shoulder of the right guard, and you have the linebacker here, who's in a 20, basically he's 20, but he's shooting the A gap, which kind of implies that you need Fabian Levitt to work back around the guard, and he doesn't. He gets washed here.
Well, it's because he
gets double teamed. Yeah,
he gets doubled. He's in his gap. He just gets doubled, and then they're out gapped.
Well, it just seems like you need him to work back towards the B gap there, right? Work back towards the outside.
Yeah, I just think he gets. I think
he gets crushed on that one.
He gets doubled. I think he gets driven. I mean, you see him fighting to get out there. He's just getting double teamed. He just gets beat. I didn't think the D line played very well to start this game. The interior D line, anyway.
Yeah, agreed.
I thought LSU moved them early, and then they kind of, I don't know, they kind of found their rhythm, woke up a little bit. But
that's a good rep right there, man.
That's a good contain by McClendon.
Who's up that at the top? Okay, that was McClendon. I thought he had a pretty decent game, right? Oh, that's nice.
Bring field pressure with Jamie.
Yeah. They mixed up their blitzes really well. They did not blitz much last year, especially as the season went on. They just played a lot of base stuff. But they did a great job of mixing up blitzes.
Yeah, they're bluffing with Deloach. He peels because he's a spy. He shows some great closing speed here. That's an NFL.
Deloach is right here.
Linebacker right there.
He looks so much more comfortable. And the defense is just working so much better. Like just the cohesion and the communication, it's so much different. Even last year when they played pretty good on defense just because of Jermaine Johnson and nobody else, man, it looks the fact that, I mean, I'm not going to say Jared versus Jermaine Johnson yet, but the fact that he's so close with all the other talent they have across the board, I'm excited about it. I mean, if we get that back end worked out.
It helps that McClendon is a better pass rusher than Keir Thomas was last year, at least. So you've got a good pass rushing set. I think we're still waiting on Dennis Briggs to show kind of who he is.
Yeah, depth could be tested there for a little bit. I remember this being a really good throw, and I like how they got Cam McDonald involved. I thought they found some really good matchups for him, and I thought he played a pretty solid game.
All right, so I think this bears kind of talking, and this is one of those things where if you're an LSU fan that happens to be watching this from the preview, one of the problems with having a first-year head coach is that you have to be pretty vanilla with your defense, right? Defenses have a lot on their plate. They have to adjust to different formations that might be thrown at them. They have to change up their looks. I actually thought LSU did a decent job of changing up their looks, but you saw them running a lot of what I'll call country cover 3, which is just spot drop, spot drop cover 3. In this situation, is spot drop cover 4. It's hard to mix up your looks. It's hard to disguise when you're still installing stuff. So it's clear here that this is cover 4, right? Anybody that's watched this long enough should know that, you've got corners with their eyes in the backfield telling you it's most likely zone. You've got safeties with their eyes in the backfield. This looks like cover 4. You have 2 linebackers that are going to be you're running guys to the flats to run out the linebackers, which leaves this wide open in the middle. And that's kind of what the downside of being a first-year coach is that you're installing stuff. Things are going to be vanilla. It's going to be easy to make these reads.
You know what that looks like to me? And I was just saying 3rd and 7. I didn't mean to cut you off, kept 3rd and 7 because that's a good 3rd down conversion. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like just a more talented version of the stuff Florida State was running last year, right? Rely on your D line and play a simple coverage on the back end and
exactly.
Get gashed in the middle a lot like we did.
Right. That's the downside of having a new coaching staff and having to kind of install and having a lot of transfers. All right.
Nice. A lot of stuff going on here, right?
Yeah. It's just a jet boot. It's not. I've seen some, I don't know, there's been some, I think a lot being made like this is some.
No, not revolutionary concept, but I mean just a lot of window dressing for a pretty simple play
absolutely,
that gets built off of later. Yeah, the play itself is nothing revolutionary, but just the motion and all the things they built off it, to me, it's a great play to run for the first series because of all the stuff they're going to build off of it later. The way Mike Norvell structures the play calling of a game, it really does all build off each other.
I'm surprised they didn't come back to it later and throw the wheel to the back.
That's a good point. You were screaming hands up and down about that in the chat, man, and I think you were right.
Wheel to the on the backside. They've got it pretty well covered there. Yeah.
He gets picked up. I'm just surprised they didn't come back to it and look at it again.
So this is a read option, or I guess it's a counter read. He's going to go up and block this linebacker, and they're going to read this defensive end here.
Oh yeah, that's
which you didn't see them read counter a lot last year, so I'm glad that they put that in the playbook. They were just leaving this guy unblocked last year. Now they're opening up this read. It's a good block here. Actually, a decent block by Span up top here. Just enough to get in front of the guy. Keep him on the tackle.
Just give Jordan the space, man. Huge.
First and 20, first down, though.
Easy,
big
man.
Run. They just kept finding ways to make plays on long yardage situations.
Yeah, Jordan Travis on 3rd downs.
Tough penetration there. Is that Mason Smith?
Yeah.
I think this is on Jordan Travis, to be honest with you.
Okay. Why do you say that?
It looks like an AB special. Tell me what this play looks like, AB.
I mean,
I guess it's not.
I was pin thinking, and pull, right?
You have the center pulling.
It's not even pin and pull. Oh, the center's pulling. Okay, yeah. So it's
the center and the right tackle are pulling. But the problem is that there's like a true nose guard here.
That's a tough block, especially if that's.
I mean,
Mason
you've
Smith.
got an angle. You've got an angle on him. It's not. I mean, your guard is down blocking on him.
I mean, that's true. Just
You've
try
got,
down blocking.
Oh God, he just fired. I mean, I mean, yeah, you're right. Actually, the angle's pretty good. The tough part is Mason Smith fires out and immediately, he just ruins everything.
Just kills you.
Yeah, you're right about that, Adam. My mistake.
No, it's okay. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he just destroys that play.
When I played on the interior, I wouldn't mind seeing like just a nice cut block from the left guard right there, right? Man, and then you try to get their hands protecting their knees a little bit. Not like a nasty one, like a nasty cut block.
I'm gonna be honest. He's got a perfect angle to block him, and
that's athleticism, right? That's just a 5-star talent.
That's a top 5 draft pick.
God, yeah, he just knifes through that extreme, and that's on half speed. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, and he hurt himself.
No,
real unfortunate.
Was that when he hurt himself?
Yeah. What was it? I was like, oh gosh, this kid's.
I hope he's okay long term, but
yeah,
shoo, it made a difference.
It really did
make a difference.
Jordan managed these pressures well all night.
He did. So this is 3rd down. They won a lot of these empty sets. Running back up top, tight end down here. So it's 11 personnel, but empty. Kind of forced LSU to show their hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see LSU's in man coverage across the board. So Jordan Travis knows what to expect and knows what to look for, right?
And they actually pick it up pretty well up front. I mean, they've got a hat on a hat.
That late blitzer off the edge.
Yeah, I mean, he's unaccounted for. That's a Jordan hot read, and he, scrambles off of it, which is good.
I guess what could you? I don't know, man. That looks like pretty damn good defense to me.
Yeah, that's bringing more than they can block.
Yeah, there's 6 men coming, and you have 5 blockers.
And they get there fast. I thought LSU's, even without Mason Smith, I thought that's a defense that is just, miss the field goal. That's about right. I thought that was a defense just littered with a ton of athletes.
Mm-hmm. And physical. Man, they were physical.
Yeah, that's physical, too. Perfect timing, Adam.
Yeah, this is all Deloach.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Work to the
This is against maybe the greatest tight end to ever play football, according to
the LSU comment section.
Some LSU pundits and commenters.
Yeah,
well, he got bitched up a little bit right there. I'll tell you that much.
This is
Deloach and Bethune, man.
If you're not high on those two as a linebacker combo, I don't know what to tell you. They're probably one of the better ones of the ACC.
Yeah, I agree.
Verse is always there in every play. He's close every time.
Yeah, dude's
got a motor.
That's the thing is that teams have to scheme around him. LSU wanted to drop back and throw the ball, but they weren't getting enough time.
That's for sure. Yeah. What happens there? Like
what happened for LSU earlier against Florida State's offense?
Right.
They bring more than you can block. Jamie Robinson comes screaming off this edge.
Are they bringing 7? This is almost the Engage 8 from Madden. Deloach is spying.
Mm-hmm.
God, I remember there were some times, I don't know if it was last year, the year before, where they would bring some blitzes like that, and Florida State still would.
Look at their right tackle. Run it back and watch the right tackle. He gets absolutely destroyed here.
Boom. Oh, my Lord.
Jared Verse. Yeah, there you
go. Is it Jared?
Yeah, it is. His power has actually really surprised me. We knew the speed and athleticism was going to be there, but he's got a nice punch, man.
That's a fun little pass rushing package. Malcolm Ray, Dennis Briggs, Verse, and McClendon.
And then you're bringing Jamie Robinson off the edge, who's probably one of the best pure tacklers in the country.
You're bringing Dent and Jamie, and you've got Deloach spying.
Daniels just did a really bad job of diagnosing these pressures. He's got to get rid of this ball. FSU's not even hiding this.
They had, yeah.
That's not his strength.
No.
I think they knew that. He holds onto the ball a long time.
He was pretty impressive as a runner. Yeah.
He ran all over him.
He did.
Which I think part of the game plan, to be honest with you.
I thought the numbers for this game were a little bit odd. Like we could talk about it after.
What, like the production, like how it actually played out?
Like the 6, I don't know, all the game on paper stuff. Kevin's smart about that crap than I am.
Oh, okay.
So now they're in a country cover 3. but then they've got two guys in one area.
Man.
No one's in the middle of the field. I don't know what's going on here. At the miscommunication.
I know what that looks like. Once again, a lot like Florida State's defense last year. And boom,
looks like a team that's still learning the scheme, and that comes with the territory of being a first-year coach. It's how Nick Saban lost to ULM his first year.
Man, I am interested to see how LSU is going to do the rest of the year with the rumored like mutiny stuff and the frustration building up. It's going to be interesting.
But here's the growth of Jordan Travis, right? We were just talking about how LSU is bringing more than you can block, and Florida State did the same. And now he diagnoses it and gets rid of the ball quick and gets a first down on 3rd and 3.
Good catch, really good catch, and good throw, like you said. Good combination. No chance that play would have worked last year. Like 20% success rate on a play in a situation like that last year.
Run it back one more time.
We can look.
I was watching Biscuit. Sorry.
You would.
Jazz does a nice job getting out that blitzer, that edge rusher.
Yeah, he does.
Heard somebody talking about we've got a problem at tackle. I think that kid plays pretty good.
No, I thought he held up really well, actually. I mean, of course, there were some like when he was 10 yards downfield and that one play was funny. But, dude, I was especially stepping up in a game like this. That kid's already proven that he's worth the scholarship, in my opinion.
And here you go.
More empty. Different form of empty, though, this time. Now they've got the compressed doubles.
3rd and 3.
Right. You basically know you're pretty much got man coverage out here. That's why you're flanking one guy out wide. Kind of gives you a good read. They're man up here because there's man up here, and LSU's not going to be able to do more complicated coverages like banjo and switch. So you've got this receiver on a safety out in space.
Yeah, and you just get him out on an arrow real quick.
So you put him. Yeah.
I mean, so far, Pittman's made a tough catch, McDonald's made a tough catch, and Span's made a tough catch to keep chains moving.
I like that, though. Mike Norvell, formational diversity, giving Jordan Travis, let him know exactly what the defense is going to be pre-snap, man. Very valuable. Good run. Get down, sir. Get down. Nice run.
3rd and 2, more zone read there?
Yeah, that was zone read. What was interesting is that McDonald saw that Ali Gay here is going to peel off, and he actually blocks down on him, which you don't normally see.
I think he's got the wrap on that kid.
That was Douglas, right?
Looks like Biscuit.
Yeah, that was good. I'm very
Biscuit. Yeah.
One thing that sticks out to me is Florida State was consistently able to string drives together.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how different that was last year, where it was just explosives or all or nothing, right? And largely because they couldn't string drives together.
But they didn't try. They would string together the first drive of the quarter of the half, the first drive of the half, and then the rest of the half they would run, slot, fade. I think we saw a lot more patience in play calling.
Okay, so more philosophical the difference than there's definitely an athletic difference as well. Oh God, see, man, ugh. Sometimes you're just dead to rights. What happens here, Adam?
Got a run blitz.
Let me slow it down for you.
No, they've got a run blitz. I mean, they just
call
beat you up front. Mo gets on there.
It looks like the right tackle leaves early.
Somebody gets beat on the right side.
Is that Jazz?
Yeah, but it's because they've got an interior pressure coming.
Well, he looks. His head goes to the inside.
Yeah.
Looks like he leaves his man to double on the.
So you got
blitzer.
Mo on the blitzer. Yeah, somebody.
Is it a read? Maybe he's expecting Travis to keep it or something. I don't know.
I do think they're reading this guy potentially. But I'm not sure.
Know. Looks like they miscommunicate something.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Because if he knew what that play was going, he wouldn't have let that guy go off that easy.
I mean, they're facing a really freaking talented D line.
No,
even without Mason Smith, they're really good.
Let's talk about real good. What's up, baby? 2nd and 12, perfect time for a shot play. Oh man, listen, I love the Allen Iverson to Ron Lou stuff, dude. I love what Pokey did all night.
You know that their linebackers. Okay, so LSU's linebackers were out of position frequently, and when you face that, you know that this staff is going to be like, all right, you guys, you're just blitzing or you're going in zone. I don't want to overcomplicate things for you. And so you see them playing close to the line of scrimmage all night. And so to take advantage of them, you do these jet actions, you do these reverses, you do all this stuff. Here it works, right? Look how sucked up they are on a run blitz. There's no help.
Man, nice pocket for a play that took that long to develop, too.
Yeah, well, Micah Pittman does a nice job after he tosses it back to pick up the edge rusher here. I believe that's
he does.
Oh, good.
That's going to be that's going to be an NFL defensive tackle. This guy comes in at 5'11" and blocks.
God, dude, I'm so glad that kid's on the right. He does everything you need him to do, right? The tough catches, the blocks like that. What a great utility player.
Well, I think
another good pickup.
What's significant about the conversation we were just having about the play calling, and I wrote an article about it on Knowles 24/7 today. They really were just content with 2, 3, let the passing game kind of build off the running game. They were cool with throwing a lot of body blows. They were really cool with just being patient, controlling the tempo, controlling the pace of play, and allowing their run game to work even when it wasn't working, and then setting that kind of stuff up.
Yeah, they kind of like they set up a war of attrition against LSU, and they ended up winning.
Felt like it.
Yeah, it's like they played like the more complete team, and that was the game plan, which is so crazy. If this would have happened last year, right?
Leonard Warner beats the tight end.
Good for Lenny.
Then the spy's there to clean it up.
Yep, you got a blitz off the edge. It doesn't really do much, but you're starting to see different looks. This is something that the defense wasn't doing last year.
Yep.
No, that's a good rep from Warner. And then Jared Jackson to clean it up.
As good as we've got. I mean, they've got, I should say, not we. The 2 safeties they got, and really 3, because they're in dime here. Or they were in dime on that play.
Yeah, they're still in dime here.
Yeah, they bring Shaheem Brown in, they bring McClellan in, and those guys can all go out and cover.
Yeah, it's nice to have safeties that can play man coverage. So they're in cover 3, it looks like. On deep safety. This guy's in a zone drop. RPO. I'm shocked.
They're in some sort of split field there, and they're not in just cover 3.
You think?
Yeah, because he's running man up the top of the screen.
There's just no safety down here.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I don't know if I don't know if I want an answer now. Kayshon Boutte, like the uber talented prospect, did not have his first catch until the 4th quarter. I'm going to ask, I want you guys to think about it. Was it due to Florida State's defense and the game plan? Was it due to Jaden Daniels not being able to get him the ball enough? Or was it due to his disinterest? I'm interested to see what you guys think about that. Just marinate on that for a little bit and we'll get to it, because that was a huge storyline to me.
I'm going to be frank with you. I think that Florida State, I mean, look, they've got, they were in cover 2 man basically all night. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 blitzers. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Who am I missing? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right. They're in cover 2 man here, right? So, cover 2 man means that you have 6 people in coverage, right? You've got everybody out in coverage. LSU, and you're still winning on the pass rush. So basically, we did to LSU what Notre Dame did to us 3 years ago when they knew that we couldn't block their 3-man rush. We're bringing 4 people and dropping everybody else in coverage. So we're basically saying, if you're going to throw it, you're going to have to throw it to capped receivers. We're going to play press man, make sure that they can't beat us deep because we have safeties, and then we're going to shut down your run with 4 pass rushers.
You agree with that, Adam?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's what
I like.
What the game plan is going to be all year. I mean, these corners aren't good enough to go out and just cover guys on an island, so you're going to want to keep the help over the top of them. It's why when Jaden Daniels was able to break contain, he was able to pick up chunk yards because you were in so much man coverage. But ultimately, those wide receivers are what we're going to kill you, not Jaden Daniels. And they needed to take away explosive plays. It was complementary to what they were trying to do on offense, was control the pace of the game. and control the clock. Yeah, I mean,
but look, they're in cover 2 man again, right?
they were in it all night. I mean, they rarely got out of it.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's defense, right? You can't defend everything. There's no such thing as a perfect defense. Like any choice you make is going to have consequences, and it's just about picking your poison. And I thought, I mean, clearly it worked out. I just wanted to dispel that myth because it was a lot of Jaden couldn't get to him, which I'm sure was on some plays. But a lot of it was just, Boutte didn't care after the first quarter, and none of that's true.
So here's a question that I want to ask, because so it could be as simple as we're saying a cover 2 man, but there's a chance that they're kind of in what's called palms coverage. So this would be what's called special. But basically that would imply that this guy's going to take first receiver out, whether it's the inside guy or the outside receiver, and this guy's going to take first receiver in. And if I go forward a little bit, it looks like Kevin Knowles is playing special. He's waiting for this receiver to come outside, and he's expecting Lundy to peel off on this inside receiver. But Lundy follows his man upfield. You saw this several times. There were several times where a receiver was wide open underneath, and I don't know if it's because Kevin Knowles was playing it incorrectly and not supposed to be passing off his guy, or if DJ Lundy was carrying his guy too long and didn't switch on a special call. What do you think, AB?
Well, let's watch the top of the screen.
Dude, Lundy doesn't
They're
even. He doesn't take his eye off him at all. He's totally stuck to him.
So
they are in man up top.
I think you've got.
You think Knowles is wrong here?
Yeah, we've seen him be wrong. I don't
Well,
know if
that was
Knowles
actually
is wrong.
Deloach,
I think Knowles is
that's
gambling
Deloach.
and he's reading the quarterback. Personally, if I had to get, if I'm making an uneducated guess because I don't have the play sheet in front of me, I think Knowles is guessing a little bit. He's gambling.
I think so too. Just look at how Deloach, like, their head's not back at all, not expecting any sort of switch.
You watch
He's
everybody
stuck on that guy.
Yeah, just watch everybody else. Everybody else tells you it's man across the board there.
But we'll have to see. I want to point out other instances of that, Kevin, because just because it was at that one time doesn't mean they didn't try to run it multiple times.
But here's that cover 2 man for you, right? You think, why aren't they getting the ball to Boutte? Why aren't they trying to stretch the field? Why aren't they trying to throw the ball to these talented receivers? Well, I mean, look, he's in double coverage. Where are you going to throw this football?
Yeah, I don't think to Trey's question earlier, I don't think Boutte had any faith in Jaden Daniels. I mean, I thought it was pretty apparent he didn't get the ball early, and then
Jared Verse, Big Five, the Cinco attack.
It's a hell of a block.
Cinco de JL, let's go.
Yeah, it is.
We'll spend time on the other one. We don't need to spend a lot of time on this.
No, because he even said, he goes, they didn't block me, and I don't know why.
They didn't. They just turned him free. I mean, it's incredible.
Here's 3rd and 8.
Empty set, 3rd and 8.
The back's been check releasing. This time he stays in. He can't handle. I mean, this is a tough ask. Tollfield on a pretty big physical safety blows him up.
Yeah, so LSU showed that they were bringing 6. So FSU changed to man blocking, which basically meant LSU got a matchup on a running back.
And we didn't handle the twist game inside.
And
it comes off. Maurice has got to come off, and he doesn't communicate it.
Yeah, he's late coming,
which is fine. He's working his way back. It's a miracle he even played in this game. Major hat tip to that young man.
He played every
snap. Sure. And a tough defensive line to come back in your first game, playing stuff like that. And Jordan Travis, that was all Jordan Travis.
Yeah, Jordan Travis growth. Shot play.
Dude.
Just receivers got to give him more of an opportunity to fit that ball in there.
Yeah, this is, I mean, look how little respect they're giving the deep pass, right? Everybody within 10 yards. No deep safety. There's no help here, and they're playing press coverage.
That'll change.
Close, man. So pretty good throw.
For folks that are like, oh, why are 3rd and 4 is he taking a shot play? Because I've seen that question asked. Let's run it back again. Is there anybody else open? And B, right away, when you look at this play pre-snap, I don't know if you can get it back any farther. That it's that's the best we're going to get. It looks like right there. When you've got a one-on-one like this, you're going to throw it, no matter what.
Press coverage with no deep safety.
Yeah, this is a shot you're looking for, and you got to take it, even if it's 3rd and 4. Some people are going to be like, "Oh, you got to try to throw it for first down." No, this is a one-on-one situation with an opportunity to take a shot. It's really where the coverage is going to dictate you go with the football.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think that the defense dictates what you have to do on offense, and we'll get to that later with the other fade play, but
pretty close.
It's a very similar idea.
Yeah, pretty close too. Good coverage, tips of the defense.
Yeah, it's poor job by Pokey. He needs to give him more of a space to put the ball in.
Thank you.
I don't want to say he was on the take, but what in the world?
Yeah,
how's he dropped 2 of them?
I don't know, dude. We didn't do anything with either of them, so it didn't matter. But
he saw Wyatt Rector running down there and crapped his pants.
Oh, dude, Wyatt Rector. Yeah, what I say, mayonnaise Pat Bev, dude.
That dude probably won't drop another one.
He's the trash talk god, Wyatt. Look at him get in that pile. That's all grit, baby.
Gotta give him props.
4th and 2. This is a play. Nobody likes it.
Okay, let me talk about this because it peeves me. Can people count? Like, how many people are in the box right now? How many people are in the box?
That is a white box.
Yeah, I see 8.
I mean, I can make it around the tackles.
There's 8. There's 8 in the box.
That was white and yellow.
8 in the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a tight end here?
Nope.
You must, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you do. So you have 6 blockers, 8 men, 2 runners. So you have a hat on a hat in the box. There's no conceivable way you could run in here and they wouldn't have an extra man to tackle whichever person has the football. Like, they have an extra person. Like that's how that works. Right? There's an extra human being to tackle your human beings. That means that you have to take these one-on-ones. They're begging you to throw this football.
Okay. So conceptually, we like to play the personnel and the decision to go for it rather than kick. How do you guys feel about it? Because I agree. This is the right throw. If you're going to go for it on 4th, this is the right play. Did they call it for the right guy? And was this the right decision to go for it in the first place?
I mean, he trusts his receiver man on man. I don't know. He throws a dime.
Tough questions. What do you think, Adam? Pipe in, bro.
Would I kick the field goal? Yeah, probably.
Would you? I didn't mind going for it just with the amount of time that was left on the clock. And that's one of the things I'd have to see, like because you didn't know that you were going to have a way better second half than LSU. You need the points, man. So I'm okay with going for it. And I like the play call based on what the defense showed. If you are going to go for it, the only thing that I could say that was slightly questionable to me was the personnel. But I guess you don't really know what's going to be open until you go out there and you run it, right?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him going to put Micah Pittman here. That's the one complaint I've heard people throwing out there. It's your slot receiver. He creates a ton of space. He's got to catch the freaking football. This isn't a fade to Micah Pittman. I don't know why people keep saying that. He's throwing a corner route to him.
Yep.
And he just misses it. He just drops the damn ball.
To me, it goes back to the same thing with the pitch play, which you do, Adam. We did cover that on the instant reaction. You do have a problem with the call. To me, that's an execution play. I'm fine with it, man. You didn't know how that second half was going to go. You want the points. You want to go for the jugular. I mean, you're playing a very talented LSU team.
Here's my rationale for preferring to kick the ball. You've played this game to control the pace. If you're up 10-3, you've got a touchdown lead, and I think it just allows you to control that pace even more.
Right, but do you think you're on borrowed time? They probably did not think that Boutte's first catch was going to be in the fourth quarter, dude. I think I think they were living on borrowed time.
I think they
thought that kid was going to explode eventually, and they were going to get an
You might be right.
explosive.
I mean, I'm sure at some point they thought that LSU was going to wake up and take off.
Now,
Probably didn't know it was going to be till the last 2 series of the game, but
now with how that game played out, knowing what you know now, of course, everybody would have kicked the field goal. Then it would have avoided the situation that you found yourself in at the end of the game, knowing what everybody knows now. But you gotta, I'm always put your head like where that decision was made. So I think, however, we're having a good conversation about it because I think it is debatable. But I think we fleshed that out enough. Let's go to the second half.
Yeah.
But no, I get what you're saying. I think both positions are pretty defensible, to be honest with you, even though I lean for go for it in that situation.
Yeah, I truly don't think that they felt like they would win the second half, and they wanted to get as many points as possible.
Good run. Oh, this is still the first half, and that's just
Yeah, and he's just, I mean, Kalen DeLoach is trying.
He's a good runner. He's athletic as hell.
Outside of Malik Cunningham, he'll be the fastest quarterback that we face.
Besides Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson isn't that fast.
He's not? Am I
he's
wrong?
He's big, but he's not that fast.
Oh man, he looks pretty fast. I'll take
this kid's quick. This kid's got a good first step.
Nice.
Not that time, Jaden.
Seeing Patrick Payton in there with a little rush. Not a great one, but a rush.
Then first goes on the inside.
I mean, he's lucky.
Yeah, he's lucky he got through. But I mean, he's athletic, dude. I don't know.
Man, he just worked this poor freshman.
Yeah. Well, that was 66 Campbell.
The spy is not there, which it looks like they maybe messed up.
No, they didn't spy for a lot of the game. There were a significant portion of the game where it wasn't a spy. It sometimes looked like a spy because
there's a little confusion here because Jamie ends up picking up the back, but so does DeLoach, and then DeLoach comes off the back. I almost wonder if Jamie should be sitting in the hole here, spying as DeLoach takes the back.
Yeah, there's two guys on the back.
They screw that up a little bit. I'm sure they probably look at that.
Wait, here?
Yeah.
I think this is Shaheem.
Is it Shaheem? I'm pretty sure it's Jamie Robinson. He played the dime backer most of the night.
38 rolling into the box.
Okay, is it 38? All right.
Well, then there you go.
They screw it up. I don't care who it is.
I don't know why he thought this was his person. Usually what you're doing is one person takes whichever direction he goes, that person will take the back, the other person will spy.
But Jared Verse, absolute freak athlete, erases it, dude, against a kid who is a very dangerous with his legs. Not today.
I mean, this is why they were taking the chance that he could run all over you and get 100 yards rushing, because they felt like their pass rush was good enough.
Yep.
Nice little short motion.
All right. First drive of the second half.
Getting some boot action again. Love it.
Easy completion. Absolutely.
Right. LSU's in cover 3, so this is the natural. You got that corner dropping for end zone. So
they're probably running some smash concept over there. Counter. Nice patience.
Trayshawn Ward had more runs than we've seen in the condensed game. I thought he played a solid game.
He looked exhausted in the fourth quarter.
Well, yeah, man, because they were all hard effort yards against this defensive line. I thought out of all the running backs, I thought he played the best game. What do you think?
Feely with a nice little screen. So there's the first time we've seen off this. First time the ball goes to the back. They had been blocking with him. He had been check releasing early in the game. Then they started leaving him in the block, and now they throw a screen to him.
Right. They saw that LSU was blitzing.
Yeah, you see how they build off of stuff here.
That's a good catch, man.
Now they're dropping in Tampa too. It's 1997 again.
What's up, Monty Kiffin? I know you watch. Man, that's a nice little wrinkle off.
Good blocking out there.
That's a nice little wrinkle off a formation that it's
a weird
crazy.
One.
It's crazy because a lot of coaches do the same play out a lot of different formations, and he does a lot of different plays off the same formation and motion.
I don't think LSU was respecting the jet. I think they could have gone.
I can't believe they didn't hand one off.
I know they did early on, but I can't believe they didn't go back to it because LSU did not respect it even a little bit.
Oh God, yeah, super
got
open.
massive numbers out there. I don't.
So bad decision, or it doesn't even look like he was really reading the
I kept waiting.
thing.
I don't think they trusted tackles to. I mean, you didn't see a lot of outside zone either. I don't think they trust their tackles to reach guys out there personally.
No, and Scott did a good job. Yeah, I'm with
It's
you. That
mostly
was
just
open.
an Olay by Gibbons there.
Yeah, that's a window dressing motion, right, Adam? Span wasn't
Mhm.
like a potential ball carrier there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they weren't going to hand him off to him there, but they will at some point, I would imagine. I would hope
Yeah,
so.
Oh,
exactly.
I'm surprised JT had Span out there. Wonder why he held it.
How far is Scott downfield?
All right, 2nd and 15. Need to get some yards back.
More short motion, more boot.
Good block by Douglas by the biscuit.
Man, he did that a couple times.
Nice yak too there, Johnny.
He had a couple of those.
That's a great block, man.
Yeah, it is.
A big guy. That's it.
The old biscuit. Is he blocking Ojolari too?
No,
I don't know if that was Gay or
yeah, he's blocking Ali Gay.
That's a big
play.
Johnny
That's a big play in a 2nd and 15 situation. I mean, how many times have they not been able to go out and make a play on a 2nd and 15? That's been drive. That's been drive killer for years.
The last 4 years. Great run.
I think FSU got more 3rd down conversions this game than they got like all last year combined.
Absolutely.
Can we go back to that run?
I love Trayshawn Ward, dude.
So they're running split zone.
It's a good block by Biscuit.
Ward.
Yeah.
Yep, he gets on him, shakes that guy off.
Just get
the
beat
first
inside
down.
again.
Gets the first down. That's a very impressive 3-yard run. I love him, guys. The first, I've fallen in love with him all over again.
John Ward?
I love him, dude. I absolutely love him. He does not get talked about enough. I'm going to.
He's like an automatic 3 yards.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. That was so bad.
Probably
the
biggest
close both ways though. Like it almost got over the fingertips and was a touchdown.
It did. I did.
Yeah, Wally's getting tackled. This is frankly an incredible play. I mean, look at this.
What do you think? Should he have just taken the sack, in your opinion, Adam?
Or try to throw it out of bounds? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that decision for as far as like point in the game, I think that's a good throw, all things considered. I just don't know that he should have thrown it.
Yeah, well, I think I don't hate the thought to throw it. I mean, he's got a step on him. This is usually a touchdown, right? And his shoulders and hips are turned towards you. Another 3 feet, and that's an easy touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, look how much separation is there. This guy barely fingertips this.
He makes a freak athlete play.
It's just a bad throw.
Because he was getting hit. Okay. And he already made the decision before he was starting to get drugged down. Okay. That's cool.
Showed good anticipation.
Yeah. No, dude, he showed really good anticipation all night, man. Jordan Travis. He's the truth, boys. Very impressed with him.
There was one play that they didn't show here that I think he pulled I think he pulled a true running play that wasn't supposed to be a read option because he saw a run blitz coming and he tossed it up to Johnny Wilson. It was like the random fade toss up to Johnny Wilson in the first quarter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was 100% him just pulling it on a run blitz.
Oh God, what a disgusting hold! Yeah, all the flags didn't matter. I think that was so gross, man. I mean, what? You know what? I don't even begrudge the child.
Yeah, he just got beat. All right, they're going to show it. The kid shanks the punt.
Yeah, that's a 2-7 offsuit because that's an immediate hold and fold.
Counter, nice bounce. One of the few where they get some chunks here.
Yeah, they weren't having a good time running the football. Although it was better than I had remembered based off the game. They were probably what were you seeing?
They were patient with it though, because they could be.
Right. And they were doing a lot of things off counter.
Oh, dude. 3rd and 10. They go empty again. Pressure.
This
is the right guy.
This is the LSU fire zone where they drop the nose.
Yep.
Ooh. Good timing by Travis to throw it when he did, right? If he would have waited a little bit longer, Big Papa's right in the middle there.
Pittman. It's amazing how much of an upgrade Pittman is from last year.
Just everything he does, man. Tough.
Yep.
He's a football player, boys. He's a player.
I mean, and you got to give credit to Jordan Travis. He saw the blitz, got rid of the ball fast.
No, and the speed with which. Oh my God.
You see, let me ask you a question. Have you heard anybody talk about being upset that on a 3rd and short, they threw a fade to Ontario Wilson?
Oh, it's the exact reverse of the other play from before, except this time they converted it. It was genius.
It works, and no one complains about it, right?
God, Kevin,
it's a good call here, right? Before it wasn't a good call.
Well, because they called the touchdown play. They didn't call the touchdown play.
How's he beat this dude though? This dude's all coverage.
That's pretty.
How the hell does he beat him?
He
just runs by him. Holy
dude, Pokes, what's good?
See how he gives him space this time?
Oh my God, he's fun.
See how he gives him space to drop the ball in? Remember before
he works inside.
Remember before he let him he covered himself because he was on the sideline. This time he stays tighter to the bottom of the numbers.
God, that just LAKEY. I know that Travis and him made up after the game, but that's disgusting, dude. Like that's a Bill Goldberg spear on a jobber.
Football.
Just no regret. That's not football, dude.
Come on.
No, it's not. That's not football.
A
running headbutt to the face. That's not football.
He's
bro.
just saying hello.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Jesus Christ.
Can we get the frame here?
Yeah. Well, wow. That's a good form tackle, dude. I remember in Pop Warner, that's what they said. Let me just pretend I'm a Tibetan mountain ram and jam my cranium right into his chin. That's just textbook Beamer ball right there.
Oh, you know what play we didn't get? The actual textbook tackle by Renardo Green on Jaden Daniels. They didn't want to show us that.
That was sick, dude. Yep, nothing wrong with that.
Jazz got to step inside there.
God. Ugh, I know they dapped up and they're friends after. Yeah, Jordan, you're tough. You're tough, man.
That's took the wrong guy.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And then this weak behind call.
Yeah, I don't remember. What is it? Oh,
this is what happens when you're
personal foul. Dent.
That's what it was. I'm with you on this one. Now I can become a Neanderthal again. This is trash. Like this is real soft, man.
Well, I also want to point out the difference between Jaden Daniels and Jordan Travis. In case it wasn't clear to everybody that watched this football game, on a 2nd and long, the defense is bringing up blitz. You got to get rid of the ball fast. Jordan Travis completes it to Micah Pittman over the middle. Jaden Daniels gets it nowhere close to anybody.
Oh, this is the drive where the refs kind of bailed them out, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole
kind
way.
of.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, a lot of.
Then a garbage PI or
was that he held them? I feel like he grabbed some not there, but I feel like he did grab some jersey a little. I don't know if they'll show it. I remember seeing a little bit on the reverse angle because I was really mad when I saw that.
I think it's like it might be a PI, but there were several for Florida State that weren't called that were that exact.
Yeah, that's borderline. So. Yeah, there was something on the reverse angle I remember seeing, but of course, God, I hate the ACC network so much, dude. Oh,
yeah, they're not going to show anything.
Jamie doesn't need to interfere with anybody.
I'm with you, Adam. You know what? When you're going against the GOAT should get the call.
Is that Duke?
I do want to show you this.
I think so. Oh man,
he's
not playing well.
Well, he's come back from injury, right?
I know.
Here's my argument to earlier why I think that they were playing some kind of banjo or switch coverage. Because here it is straight man up top. But on the bottom, they are switching. See, they've switched men. But on top, it was pure man.
Could just be doing both,
much different formation.
That is true. It is a bunch formation. All right, yeah. That's just them being better than you on the outside.
Yeah.
I am shocked that they didn't go more to these slants and RPOs. That would have been the smart move as LSU to win this football game. You probably could have RPO'd your way to 35 points.
Last true Cajun Brian Kelly don't call no RPOs. That's a soft way to win a game.
I mean, we are in some off coverage now.
Yeah, this is cover 4. This is what we played majority last year, it looks like.
Yeah,
That's
Knowles probably
dude.
carries too much and then gives up the flat.
Back end, dude, besides the safeties, still got a lot of stuff to work on. And then that's a great tackle. That's a touchdown saving tackle.
Yeah, let's see what happens on
because that's a mountain of space. Ooh. Bethune hit our own
Somebody
guy in the
overplays
leg.
their responsibility. I can't tell who it is. I'm gonna guess it's probably Verse, but is it?
Yeah, he crashes real hard.
Is Verse supposed to crash on this?
Might be Briggs. I can't tell the number.
Because it looks and then what Lundy he's covering he's afraid of the pass, I guess, right? Which is why all that space opens up.
Yeah, well, he's covering
the end just crashed. I mean, it's a zone read. The end just crashes.
Well, if the end crashes, that means you need a linebacker to
where's the guy?
Gap exchange.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's no one there.
Well, it's Lundy, and
Lundy's got to take this.
Yeah, he's taking the guy going out on the route.
Yeah. Well, it's a play design. I mean, that we see Florida State do this all the time, and they block that kid most of the time. He just goes out on a route.
Did Verse play the right technique there?
It's kind of like an RPO.
Right, but is he supposed to crash that hard?
It makes me feel like he was supposed to make him give the ball, and he crashed too hard.
That's what because
I would say based on the fact that there's another linebacker right there, probably not. But
okay,
I mean,
because it's good play design. I agree, it's good play design.
He's making a read on the field, and
or you're saying Lundy's supposed to take quarterback and hope the safety comes down and takes the H-back?
Yeah, well, Lundy's got the quarterback there, but he's also covering the guy. I mean,
they made him make a choice, right?
Yeah.
And any choice he could have made was wrong. So
he's
good play design.
Cross his face running out to the flats. He picks him up.
Right. Good play design, but I'm interested.
That's a great play by LSU.
I'd like to know what the defensive end's responsibility is on that.
I mean, I covered that play. They loved that play last year at Cincinnati. The offensive coordinator. You had to be prepared for it. It looks like someone wasn't prepared. But let's
run it back and look at it again. Let's run it back and look at it again.
All right. As far as I'm concerned, you have two options. Either Verse is wrong, and he's supposed to slow play it and make them give this ball into the box.
All right. Let it run and see what's going on in the back end. So they rotate. They're rotating into some sort of cover one.
Right.
So Lundy's got to take the dude going out.
That's what he's doing.
Yep. So he has to do that. Versus playing classic DN technique. I mean, he's going down to make a decision. He probably crashes too hard. I'm not certain that it is Verse, but I can't
there's a guy on
that is Verse. This is Verse.
There's a guy on the back end getting mauled too. If you see 72 from LSU, maybe that's a guy he gets erased by that guy.
I mean, and then Jamie shows up to tackle the quarterback. I don't think they misplay this.
But Jamie's your deep safety. He's not the safety. You're dropping a guy into the box, not a guy into the alley. So it makes more sense to me that you'd force a give here.
Maybe, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I would assume he probably crashes too hard, like I said. But I mean, even so, yes, you're trying to force a give, but even if you don't get the give, I mean, Jamie's still got run responsibilities.
And he came in there. He came flying in there. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think it was played pretty well. We're just kind of I just thought that was interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you got 4 yards, and that's what we're.
Yeah, I don't think anything's misplayed, so to speak. I think your end probably overplayed the run instead of feathering that thing a little bit more.
And it probably looks more pronounced because it's in it's in the red zone, so it was a touchdown saving tackle. Which I mean, it really maybe it was from like a 4-yard gain to an 8-yard gain, right? Like that wouldn't even register on the 20-yard line.
If I had to guess what they're probably telling him in film review, it's like, don't go crashing down so hard. If anything, elongate the decision. I mean,
and give your chance.
Make it take more time. Don't let them make it so fast.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough to tell a kid like him to slow down with how athletic he is. But yeah, that's where, I mean, dude, he's been playing great. He's been playing lights out. But everybody's got areas of improvement, right?
Yeah.
And then they
run it again. He gives the ball, and Brian Kelly's pissed on the sideline saying, "Why did he give the ball? Why didn't he pull it?" So
they do that later or before?
Later.
Oh, here's a toss play on a 3rd and short. I don't hear anybody complaining about how risky this is, only up 7 in the 4th.
Stop. It is not a good play call on the goal line.
Dude, I know that I have Division I athletes. If they can't toss the ball 5 yards, then I don't care. Much bigger problems.
I don't care what you've got.
I have much bigger issues.
That has nothing to do with an equation when you're calling a football play down there.
That's a good throw and catch. That's a good throw and catch. We'll talk.
I'm glad we disagree about this, AB.
Yeah, we'll get there, guys. Good throw and catch.
2 guys in the same spot there, a little close together.
Yeah, the spacing's not great. Good throw and catch.
I think it's scramble drill at this point.
Get a comeback. Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah.
You got a comeback by Johnny.
Look at Jordan State, and
he starts working in the middle field. Yeah,
and instead of running, delivers in, throws a strike.
Well, all game you saw him doing this and Jaden not, right? So this is the evolution of Jordan Travis. Why he's a better quarterback than he was last year and the year before.
Well, how many times does this freaking ball get dropped last year? Or
that's true.
A guy can't even get open on a scramble drill.
Oh, there is one play where a guy didn't get open on scramble drill. I don't know if they're going to show it or not.
Jordan and Micah have some really nice chemistry for playing together as short time period as
Micah seems to understand how to find space.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh God, this is all Jordan. My God,
what the? I did not see this in person like this.
Are you kidding me? This was sick, dude. This was amazing. This was a jump pass that was actually a pass.
That's insane.
That's backyard football, boys. That's backyard football.
You just need to make everything difficult for Johnny Wilson because he seems to catch it then. Even though they didn't show his drop.
Wait, when did he drop it? Oh, on the fade.
Fourth down. Oh, I love this play. Oh,
look at you, Adam. You're basking in it. And this is a great response. So what are we at here? What's the score? Is it like 17-10, right?
It's 17-10. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Sorry.
No. It's fine. I just want to know because this was the drive that I remember where I was so impressed by the response, how they came back.
Yeah.
I mean,
so this is almost like it's like a counter sweep. The wing tee's got the old belly sweep. This is kind of similar to that. So yeah, they're just showing counter up underneath, and you get the benefit of the pullers because everybody gets sucked up on the counter play.
Yep.
And then you're going to end up trying to wall everything, and you get Deuce Span running a 4-4 around the edge.
Look at that wall.
And you get an extra blocker in Toll Feely.
Who you'd like to see kind of out here, but
yeah,
he's also pulling up.
He's got to run his track. I would like to see him try to keep coming, but he gets a hold of somebody there.
Little Garnet Curtin, nice speed. I want to watch that one more time. I know you do, big guy.
Robert Scott destroys somebody.
They get him specs.
Robert Scott had a really good game.
Multiple people. Multiple people.
The offensive line on second watch, I was worried about the push they were getting on running plays, but on second watch, I think they've gotten fine push against one of the better defensive fronts you're going to face.
I think so too. Helped by a really good, well-called game by Mikey. Oh, tough yards.
They just kept finding them.
They really did.
Oh, this is my absolute favorite play ever.
DJ Lundy.
This is going down in history for me.
Is that okay? Mark it, dude.
Get to watch it.
Dive.
Mark it a 0, dude.
Fullback.
Bam.
Hey, you would have liked to see that at the end of the game.
This is not Nom Smokey. This is bowling. There are rules, and the rule is give it to the fullback on the goal line. Fantastic. Oh, droopy face, Brian. Gravity has destroyed your under eye face, and it couldn't happen to a worse guy. Ah, good
You have a
stuff.
special hatred for
He
Brian
sucks, dude. There's a million bajillion reasons why he sucks that everybody knows, but listen, dude, I'm fine. I'll bask in it. Adam basks in fullback touchdowns. I bask in open vitriol for Brian
It's
Kelly.
bad because there's literally nothing special to talk about on that play except for the fact that he scored a touchdown.
That's very special.
All right, split zone
the
by
only
them.
touchdown I ever scored.
Both gets washed.
8:40 left.
Who was that?
Pretty easy conversion for LSU.
Got to make that play. Of course, we're in dime at this point. I mean, we're
24-10
inside. They put you right in the spot. You gotta get there.
Yeah, you're letting them run the clock if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make this tackle.
Coverage is a little more off.
It's still the same coverage they were playing all day.
But you think the technique they get more space? Yeah.
I mean, 7:30 left. It's a time game at this point. I mean,
But this isn't prevent yet.
No, I don't think it's
playing cover. They're playing cover 2 man, the same thing they've been playing.
Yeah, I know.
But you said Adam's saying they're giving a little more space. Yeah, they're giving more space.
They are giving them more space. They don't want to let anything over the top.
And good, you know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
All right, what happened here? We're missing the.
Ugh.
All right, this is get caught in the wash here.
I think this is a good call. They know you're in man.
Yeah.
This motion just really makes it tough for Cooper.
That's a lot of space for him to cover. Yeah, good play call.
Mm-hmm.
But you forced him to have to do a 4th down conversion. So like you said, you're just trying to elongate the drive.
Make that kid throw the ball as much as possible. That was their thought process.
God, right there.
Make him throw tough throws as much as possible.
Run that back one again.
Gosh,
man, dude, he's working, man.
Yep, it's a simple slant, and he gets caught reaching.
Yeah, we do it a lot. Happens on touchdown play.
There's the reach. Means he's out of position already.
He just doesn't trust himself.
Which you hope that'll get worked out in future games. This nice little break and coming into Louisville is going to do wonders for him.
Yeah, I think he's still kind of coming back a little bit here.
Looks like a hold on their left tackle, but whatever. Yeah, that's a hold. So whatever.
All right, so this is why I brought this up earlier, right? It's the same idea, right? There's a clear out up the middle and then an underneath route. And either Kevin Knowles is supposed to chase that underneath route, or he's giving an undercall for whoever's in here. And someone doesn't pick him up.
Yeah, totally free.
Everybody else picks up man. It doesn't. I mean, I guess
if you're picking up man, then it's green.
Your wall in there on the top of the screen.
Yeah, if it's man, whose man should that be, Adam?
But it should be Knowles, right?
I think so. And you let Green take the guy that Knowles stuck with.
Now,
I think they're playing banjo up here, right? So this guy takes first one in, this guy takes first one out. However, they play true up here. There's a switch down here. And I think they're supposed to switch. And Knowles doesn't take the inside guy. It's got to be on him.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it was on him earlier too.
And that's disappointing.
Yeah. If we're wrong, we apologize. I mean,
you're up 2 touchdowns. Even if they score, you need to make them take 2 minutes off the clock.
Look at their left tackle on his knees.
Based on everything else going on there, I'm going to guess that it's probably on Knowles, but
illegitimate play. It's a hold on their left tackle. It never happened.
Like your whole point of how you're playing defense currently is to keep that from happening. Keep them to 5 to 10 yard chunks. Don't let them get 25 yards at a pop.
Right.
Well, I think if they would have played it correctly, they wouldn't have got that. They just screwed it up.
Yeah, Kevin Knowles doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he looks a little lost, right, doesn't he?
Be on him.
right, 24-17.
Now, this drive I hated. I thought Mike went into a complete shell, called the game opposite of how he called it the rest of the time.
I think he was used to JT kind of bailing him out on third downs.
Maybe.
No one's open. I was here. I was looking. There's no one open here.
Okay.
But I think so. What he's looking at is he's seeing man coverage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he's going to take the shot on his running back because last time he took this shot, the slot on safety. Well, now he's going to take the running back shot. So you see that's where he looks immediately. And they've got a nice little angle route. Just doesn't get open. The coverage. Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
I thought he went into a shell. He ran counter on first down, tried to run. I can't remember if he ran the end around.
It was the end around, yeah.
Oh, gift from the heavens. Stupid college football rule. Give us that touchdown. Let Brendan Gant swerve in his glory. Didn't work.
Brendan Gant actually played a fair amount of he played a few snaps on defense. And
the fact that he's bought in with that
position
position change. Yeah, the fact that he's bought in with that position change, man, that's a cultural touch point right there.
And he makes definitely makes an interesting little nickel corner.
That play right there is why we're going to get into it here in a second, but this play right here is evidence for why you just line up and hand the ball off on the next play. LSU's going to let you score. They've given up. They've tapped out.
Well, wouldn't they have let him score on that other play if that's true?
Well, then why not just hand it off? Why add another factor into the play? It's just like when you throw the ball. There's an extra risk that comes into the play.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Norvell said he'd want it back. I mean, I don't know.
Of course he'd want it back. It's not a good play call. You don't pull guys on the goal line, and you don't throw the ball, or you don't pitch the ball.
I think he was thinking in the moment that it was less risky than a shotgun snap. I think that was the thought process.
I have a hard time buying that. But I guess, yeah, sure. I mean, they took 2 snaps under center the whole night. One was the pitch before on third down, and then this pitch. No, I'm sorry, 3 because the fullback dive. Hell, I'd have rather you done that.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, the fullback dive would have been
fun. I know you would have liked that.
I don't know. I just think I did not like this decision.
But I mean, do you understand it, or is it in your eyes? No. Is it reprehensible?
I don't understand it.
Okay,
it's not
reprehensible.
It's not a reprehensible.
Okay, but you don't understand.
It's not that level of. It's not that level of decision. I just don't think it makes sense.
Here's the thing. Here's what I want to say about this. There have been some questionable calls Mike Norvell has made in his time as head coach. The whole prevent debacle at Jacksonville State is foremost. But I genuinely believe that they're going to learn from this.
Oh yeah,
they're 100% going to learn.
Yeah,
I think I've kind of come full circle. Well, not full circle because I'm kind of like I'm riding the fence a little bit between you two. If this was in the third quarter and it was that happened, that result, I would have no issue with it. It's like, dude, you got to get the touchdown. That's fine. Because of the situation of the game where you're literally a field goal away from like literally icing it and making it a true 2-score game, that's where I get the frustration and where I don't know if Mike Norvell is saying he would really take it back if he could, just because the result of what he did was so atrocious and nearly catastrophic. Yeah. You have to say that. I don't know where I lean more towards, because if it was any other point in the game besides to ice it to get this big victory in New Orleans, I'd run your best play and score. Run your best play and score. I agree with Kevin. You got to trust execution. Because there was that other factor of icing the game, I lean maybe 51, Adam, 49, Kevin. But I'm really close, man. I think it's defensible either way, even though Mike, even though the man is.
If you're going to run your best play, you're going to run counter. Well, why didn't they run counter? Because you don't pull guys on the goal line.
I don't know. Your
Your
best play is different game to game, Adam. Like it's not your bread and butter.
Their
is
best
different every
running play
game.
has been counter every
I know,
game.
but not in this game, right? I mean,
It was
in this game.
Yeah, it was counter.
Maybe not on the goal line.
It was their best run play. It was their most effective run play.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I get it, dude. It worked earlier. It got him away from the muck on the inside, and you allow your running back to make a decision. It introduced the pitch factor, which totally blew up in your face. A lot of people would argue it's no different from a shotgun snap. I think I disagree a little bit with that. Like I said, I agree with you a little bit more, Adam, but I don't. To me, it's not so much because of the play call. It's because of the situation of the game.
It's just wild to me that there's no criticism on Jordan Travis and Trayshawn Ward for dropping a pitch that I would expect 7-year-olds to be able to do consistently.
Shouldn't have been put in a situation.
I shouldn't have to ask a 18-year-old to kick a game-winning field goal in a national championship game, but you got to take risks and your players have to execute. You got the play would have worked.
I buy that argument.
I believe we're at an impasse. However, luckily,
it
ends up working out in our favor. Agree to disagree, and I'm.
All right, let's just watch this.
I love it. I don't think that's ever happened before on this show where you guys never come to an agreement. Nice tackle, Shaheem.
Knowles whiff again.
We gotta get that nickel figured out, boys.
He's not playing great.
At least according to the condensed game.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I mean,
no. I mean, what we've seen, unless we're totally misreading, it looks like he's had a kind of a rough game from a communication standpoint.
Now they're dropping him deep middle. Looks like.
Yeah, I don't like that. You have McClendon here.
As ref pick, disgusting.
Yeah, didn't get that. I didn't get McClendon.
McClendon's basically your spy here, and I don't think he's fast enough. I think you put Brendan Gant or a DB in there to trail.
Yeah, if they want to run the ball, and so be it.
Oh, that's killer, man! Because they were right in his face.
This was by far Jaden Daniels' best play of the game. Threw it with anticipation. Guy coming to his face.
Incredible route too.
Yep, good catch.
Just picking on Cooper. Just picking on him. He's obviously not healthy. Hope he gets healthy over this next week.
And that was Boutte. I'd like to see.
Of course, yeah.
He got a lot of separation.
Maybe the best receiver in college.
Oh, dude. Tackle. Yeah, that one's tough.
I'm almost positive this kid went out right there. I had like a view right down the sideline. I'm shocked they didn't review
I believe you, Kevin. You have wonderful eyesight. I mean, you have terrible goal line football decision making, but you have great eyesight.
49%.
I know, 49%.
There's a sack.
This almost went to the game right here.
Yeah, I thought it did. I thought that was going to be it, but of course not.
Jared,
it's the last time out. You needed one more sack.
That's right. Or you needed them to clearly see that the tight end was in bounds. That was such bullcrap, dude.
This freaking scramble.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, this drive, I thought this drive completely changed like the complex or the outlook on how the defense was in the game. Like, I think everybody was good with what was going on, and then this drive happened, and now everybody's like, "Oh, the defense isn't good. Fire Adam Fuller." Again.
No. Yeah, I'm with you. Of course, this is the one that's going to stick in everybody's craw. But this
is why you don't have McClendon as the spy.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah, that one's questionable.
At one point, Tatum Bethune was playing deep safety.
Yeah,
Deloach is playing deep safety here. Why? You've got some athletes over on the sideline. Why is what purpose
speed on the field
served by Deloach playing deep safety?
They need to figure that out, because if they're going to win more games than they're used to winning, they're going to be in this, like, this is a very unfamiliar situation for this football team over the past 5 years. They need to iron it out, man, because they got the talent to win some games. So they need to figure out how to manage these end of game situations a little bit better.
Well, now
Deloach is your spy. Doesn't make a ton of sense.
Sure, exactly.
You're telling me there's some magical.
I'm talking about the players and the coaches.
No,
I'm with you. Yeah.
I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm talking to myself here. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't make sense. It's because it's perplexing.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like this. LSU does. If you go back and watch the film, they could have been called for offensive pass interference so many times. They love this little switch route where they
Brian Kelly special, right?
What a delicious way for
physical
Brian
there.
Kelly that would have lost. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad it ended the way it did, but an OPI might have been that would have been good too.
That would have been. Yeah, I mean, you got Deloach playing spy here, so they learned halfway through the drive, so that's a concern. Hopefully next time, to start with, you have someone that can at least potentially keep up with Jaden Daniels.
Oh my goodness, what in the world?
That is crazy. What happened there, boys?
We don't have him accounted for.
Well, he blocked.
We're running all this man under stuff, and we don't account for. Well, no, somebody freelances because
I
they
think
see him
that's
blocking.
him.
They check releases. Yeah,
I think
So-
Shaheem Brown doesn't cover his guy at all.
is it Shaheem?
That is so much space. Yeah, I think he thinks he's in blocking, and then he's just read. Yeah, he's eyes on the quarterback the whole time. He didn't even check this guy who is so.
No, that's not Shaheem. That might be
I think
Jamie.
it's Jamie.
Jamie Robinson. Freelancing. Gonna play eyeballs. He's seeing eyeballs.
Yeah, his head's up, looking at the quarterback the whole time.
He's cheating under that dig, and
That's such a bad job of refereeing. That really is disgusting. This guy.
When in doubt, you can always stop the clock.
yeah, you can always put time back on.
Gosh,
Garbage,
it's like the fumble
dude.
rule. You can always overturn a fumble. Let it play.
Shouldn't have been in this position now. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. No, not with how good they
wasn't
played.
good enough. Wasn't good enough on this last drive.
No,
and two drives in a row. This is my biggest problem with both drives. Is that 2 drives in a row, you get to the 20-yard line, and you completely miss an assignment.
Mm-hmm.
That can't happen.
Nope.
However, this was a victory, boys, and they are going to learn from it. This 2-0 Florida State football team who won this game in New Orleans. Let's not get too bogged down.
Right. Well, these are good learning opportunities.
Absolutely.
I mean,
it's good to learn them after a win instead of a loss, like we have been. Yeah, and they had like I don't know.
Man.
Yeah, they Brian Kelly got to watch the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy on the sideline while they reviewed this. They had plenty of time to dial this up.
It just gets worked. Oh my gosh.
Well, there's no contact whatsoever.
I'm sure he's thinking fade.
Yeah, for
We've
sure.
seen it happen time and time again. He bites on this outside move and just gets destroyed. I mean,
Is it an outside move or is it just like a little hop, like a little hop step?
I mean, I felt like I feel like he's at least showing. Yeah, he puts that left foot. He puts that left foot in the dirt. But,
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, it probably makes sense to cheat outside knowing there's help on the inside, but not that bad.
Good play design, good route, good catch. Bad execution on our part. At least
these safeties,
really
they're
easy
expecting a run
touchdown.
play. Yeah.
Yeah, really easy touchdown. However, there is a wild Shaheem lurking in the distance. Yeah, hold that finger up, Brian. Not going to go that way, bud.
I can't believe he didn't go for 2.
Oh my God. And my favorite part is that it dunks off the upright. Plant the spear, the war chant is blaring, the Knolls are partying on Bourbon Street. Gee, look at Jaden. What a weird face for a soul-crushing loss. Strange reaction.
Seriously, how happy is he? He's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, despair in a sea of garnet. Oh, play their song, Florida State band. Brian Kelly is going to go scream at a GA tonight because he's an unfulfilled tiny man.
Somebody's
Knolls
rolling up the scissor
win.
lift.
The Knolls win. Shaheem Brown. Shaheem Brown. The Knolls own a New Orleans. It's our town now.
Man, they have every angle for this. Half this video that just
Yes,
they cut out all the plays just for this.
They need more Damian Ramos. Oh no, I've made a grave error. The Knolls win. The Knolls win.
Holy crap.
Oh, the Knolls win. And my God, it was funny because that video review was an exact roller coaster, just like watching the game was. Ups, the highest of highs. And it's funny because they played so well up until the fumble. And it's like all that bad crap was compressed right at the back end. Luckily, it was washed away by our Lord and Savior, Shaheem Brown. But a strong victory against a very talented physical team where they had multiple opportunities to completely fold it in, and they didn't. They responded to adversity multiple times. They have a lot of stuff to clean up, but at least it's not stuff that we saw last year where, like, what do they have to clean up? It's like, get better players. They don't have that. They've got the players. Now they just need to execute all the time in a lot of situations that they have been prepared for in practice, but they haven't been in position to win a neutral site SEC game at the beginning of a season where people still care about them on a national stage. Yeah. They never been in that. Now they have. So hopefully they take it and they grow. But man, I don't want us to get too bogged down in all the negative at the back end because, dude, awesome victory against a team with a ton of talent. I thought that they played a really clean game right up until the end. And unfortunately, it had to wait until the end to show up. But man, that second half was looking mighty delicious right up until the end. And a great win. A great win. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want, like you said, I don't want to get bogged down, but I feel it's just like the game the other night. You know, at the end of the night, you felt so good, and then at the end, it was just like, I can't believe we're screwing this up. And that's kind of how I feel sitting here right now. Like I feel like I'm very frustrated that we're seeing some of the same mistakes we've seen over the last couple of years with some of the game management situations. I'm aggravated in the personnel decisions on that final drive. It doesn't make sense to me. You know your personnel at this point. I don't get Tatum Bethune playing middle safety in your prevent defense. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I wish those questions would get asked and we would kind of understand what the rationale is behind it, because these are really smart, intelligent coaches, and I'm sure they have rationale. I would like to understand it better. But it doesn't look great when a team goes 99 yards on you and you've got your middle linebacker playing deep safety and that you're blowing coverages late game. That's a problem.
Defensive end is QB spy who doesn't.
Yeah, it's clearly a problem late game situations, and it's something they've got to clean up, because I think they're going to be in some of these games as they go forward. In year 3 of your program, I don't think you should be here still. So I feel great about the win, but I'm concerned watching it again. And that's what this film review is about. I'm concerned watching it again that stuff's going on.
It's a thread to monitor, I think. If it's something that continues to happen, then we'll remember this part of the video cast right here. But it's just, I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you. But it's a 60-minute football game, and they played really damn good for most of it. For sure,
they did.
Now, to me, obviously it's recency bias for us because it's what we just saw. But it was a really good performance. The end. Questionable stuff from, obviously as far as assignments and coaching and everything. However, we own Louisiana now, boys. Like, you all have your own. Adam, you get Frenchman Street. Kevin, you get some other street. I'll take Bourbon. You can have your pick of any street. You two guys can have all the streets. Just give me Bourbon. Specifically, I want my throne of Louisiana to be in the middle of the Crystal Burger. Well, boys, I think we're going to wrap this up. This is a big, meaty po' boy of an episode. Anything else before we wrap this bad boy up?
Kevin and I pistols at dawn over the toss or no toss on the goal line.
Ooh, I love it. Who's Aaron Burr? Find out on the next episode of the Triple Option. Thank you guys for listening. It was a wonderful victory in New Orleans for the Noles. They are 2-0 for the first time in a millennia, and they got a nice long time to rest up to figure out late game situations and what happens in coverage and dime packages when they play a not as good Louisville as we thought. Potential to go 3-0. I hope so. But guess who's undefeated always? It's the Triple Option. We love you. Keep chopping off.